Yesterday we discussed about the probity in governance. So what is the public service? I think everybody understood about the public service. Okay? And what is the motto of the public service? And the common for the private and public service will be the probity. Clear? So as far as this particular probity is concerned, you know very well the probity is basically a crucial role player as a quality in our character. Wherever we will enter as a civil servant, definitely we can maintain the probity. So it is basically the thing. So now yesterday we started from the public service, but now we are discussing upon the probity. So what is the probity? It means it is a quality of having strong moral principles, honesty and decency. What it means? I would like to ask. What is the probity? It means it is a quality having a strong moral principles. It means we have got some set of moral principles which is inculcated from our upbringing. Clear? And these principle is basically based on the honesty and decency. Okay? So what is the honesty? We can understand. Okay? It means whenever the thing will be right or wrong, we will select or choose only the right path. Clear? With our best. Okay? It can be maintainable by the person which hold the office or the post. Clear? And it is more than avoiding corrupt. It means it is basically anti-corrupt device also. Clear? It means it can check the conduct through the morality and the base upon basically honesty. Clear? And for it means it is a values concern. Why? Because impartiality, accountability and transparency is the main purpose of our governance. Clear? So in the smart governance we can definitely discuss impartiality. I think we understood about the impartiality. Clear? Through the value system in our ethical concern. Clear? And accountability. कई बार जिक्र हुआ है accountability. Okay? It is basically the answerability. Okay? And the transparency. It is basically the way which you will conduct, and it can be transferred by with user also. Okay? It is the communication skill also. Transparency is a communication skill also. Okay? So it is very important phenomena, and it is regarded as a strict adherence to code of ethics. So yesterday we discussed about what is the code of ethics and code of conduct, and what is the difference between both, and the code of ethics is greater than code of conduct. Clear? Yesterday we discussed and concluded that the code of ethics is bigger than code of conduct, and different type of code of conduct rules government designed. Okay? And every code of conduct related to the service, it can be differ from other. Clear? Okay? It is very, very simple thing or not? Now, okay? Clear? And another things, according to the Nolan Committee recommendation, they prescribe different type of qualities in the code of conduct. Okay, not code of ethics. Okay, so according to the Nolan principle or the component, definitely various government working upon this particular segment as a code of conduct of the different type of services. Okay, clear? Okay, so in the democracy, probity espouses the principles of equality before law. And what is the equality before law? We know, for the like the reservation or any privileged persons or community, we can uplift them in the particular response concerned according to the equity. Okay, so the 14 and 15 says this particular. According to the Constitution of India, there is a article in the fundamental rights, you know very well, 14 and 15. Clear? Equity and equality before law. So, clear? Clear here, Ronak?
Yes.
What is the equality before law in general? What do you understand about the equality before law in the democracy? And it is very important, and from this fundamental rights, based upon this particular fundamental rights, we categorize different type of categories in our community, like the OBC, ST, SC and other privileges communities.
Equal protection of law.
Okay, no issue. What is the motto of the equality before law? Equity protection before law hai, but what is the common phenomena with this regard?
No discrimination to any.
Yes, so that is why no discrimination, but here the policy will make sure whenever the parliament will make the law, that definitely something according to the equality before law they will see, and definitely they will provide the assistant with this particular principle. Clear? Equality before law. Clear? And respect of rights and duties of leaders towards their citizens. It is the motto of the particular equality before law. Clear? And it is the societal expectation which the citizen demand from the government. It means every government must be clear the citizens' demand, and definitely they will give their public welfare according to the citizens' demand. Clear? So it will be the balanced approach, like the demand and supply. Clear? So nowadays the demand can be differ from the old one. Clear?
Yes.
Nowadays the importance of this type of IT and the computerizations and like the UPI system or the banking system, DBT system, you know very well, we are using this type of elements in our IT sector. Okay, but in the old time, definitely the demand of the citizen were differ from the current. Okay, clear? So I think what is the probability now? What we can consider? Ankur?
Sir, moral principle, honesty and decency, and it is avoiding corrupt and dishonest conduct.
Yes. So how it can be maintained? Definitely various component and factors can be discussed. Okay, clear? Like the work culture, it is also necessary. Work culture, RTI, citizen charter, what they will provide to this regard? They will definitely assist in the honesty, transparency, accountability and impartiality also. Clear? Nowadays we are using various segments like the citizen charter, RTI, okay, work culture. Why? Because at the old period we only based upon the formal phenomena, but nowadays the government working to different type of PPP model or the BOT model, build, operate and transfer. Like these type of element we are using in our smart governance, good governance and e-governance purposes. Okay. What is the motto of this particular thing? Public welfare is the last motto of our governance. Okay. What is the public governance? We can understand it is elected by the citizen. Okay. The government. Okay. In the democratic structures or the democratic based the government. So we adopt both parliamentary form of the government and elected head of the country. Elected head of the country. Clear?